Hi there, and thanks for checking out this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you step by step how to record a MIDI piano track in Repo. So we're going to start off by getting ourselves a free piano VST instrument, making sure that it works in Repo, and then I'm going to show you how to record your first MIDI piano track and then convert it into an audio file. Now, I've been asked to do this by some of you who've watched the drum track video that I did in Repo and want a similar sort of thing for the piano. Also, I've had a lot of people contact me who have got MIDI keyboards like this one that don't make a sound, and they want to know how to get them set up in a DAW so that they can start recording sounds. Now, I'm going to show you this with the piano, but obviously this would work with any sound that you like, so hopefully you'll find that helpful. Let's go and see how it's done. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go and get the Sound Magic piano sound. So I will put this web address in the information below so that you can follow the link and go there yourself. Now, I've got a Mac. If you've got Windows, then you'd obviously install via downloading here, but I'm going to download here, and let's go to that page. For the Mac, you just need to run the DMG file to install the plugin. For Windows, you will have to manually copy the DLL file into your plugin folder. So if we just look down here, you can see that the download has started. Now the file is downloaded, I just need to go to my Finder, into the download section. It's downloaded as a RAR file, so I just need to extract it. You might need to download a RAR extractor, which I've just had to do. So I've now extracted Piano 1, and I go into the folder. And so I now have an installer here for the Mac. So if I just right click on that and choose to open it. I'm doing that because it says it's an unidentified developer, so it won't just let me open it without doing this. And I'll just install it. Okay, now this should have installed itself in the right place. If you were on Windows, all you would need to do is drag the DLL files into your VST folder, and then you should be good to go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Repo and just check that the VST instrument has installed correctly. So all I need to do is go insert a virtual instrument on a new track, and you'll see that the Neo Piano is appearing as an AU instrument and a VST plugin. So I'll pick the VST, and because I've chosen to insert the instrument straight away, it's appearing immediately. And if I start playing, you can see that the keys are moving, but there is no sound. Now, what you will need to do is you will need to click this button here where it says piano, and here it says piano file. So if you click here, it's asking you to find an instrument file, a .ints, to load. The My Piano 1.ints, which was downloaded with the application, is at the moment in my downloads folder. So what I suggest you do is you move this ints file to somewhere sensible that you're going to keep it, because you have to load it every time. Open that up, and as soon as I've opened that up, if I press the button again just to kind of hide that and start playing, you can see we get a lovely piano sound. And so now we're good to go and start inputting a piano track. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a very quick rough and ready MIDI track using that piano instrument, and then show you how to render it out to an audio file. What I'll then do is link you to a more detailed video where you can learn about MIDI editing in depth. I don't propose to spend too much time on it in this video. Let's insert a virtual instrument on a new track again, and let's pick the piano. Okay, now remember that the next thing you must do is insert that piano instrument or it won't make a sound. So that's ready there. I'm going to make this a bit bigger so you can see a bit more what's going on. Okay, and now I'll just test that the piano is working. Oh yes, it is, but the volume is a bit loud to my liking. So what I'll do is I will just, on this mix here, I'll turn it down to about -12. All right, so let's start playing. And remember, this is just going to be very rough and ready. When you stop recording, it asks if you want to keep the MIDI track that you just made. So I'm not proposing to rename it, I will just save it. Excellent. Now what I'd like to do is I would just like to top and tail this track because there's rather a big gap here at the beginning where I was walking to the keyboard. So if I just click on the track and press the letter E, I can actually access the inline editor. And so if I get this symbol here, I can trim the track a bit like that, and then I can move it to the beginning and I could trim the end as well a bit. Just check that sounds all right. Could be better, but I guess it could be worse. Okay, so we've got our basic MIDI track. Let's assume we've got it how we are happy with it. And so all I need to do now is go to the file menu and render. There are all sorts of settings, but I'm just going to make a CD quality stereo WAV file. I'm going to change this to 16-bit and I'm going to call it piano audio. Render one file, and you see straight away it makes the file for me. I will close this, okay, and I will remove this MIDI track now, and what I will do is I will insert a media file and I will find that piano track I just made. There we go. Open up and let's make this a bit bigger and let's listen to it. So that's a very quick tutorial in how to get hold of that free piano sound, make sure it's working in Repo, create a quick MIDI track and then export it to audio. If you want to know more, then if you look in the description you'll see I've put links to a lot of the articles that I've written all about what is MIDI, how to connect a MIDI keyboard to a computer, what is an audio interface, all sorts of useful basic information about setting up your first home recording studio. Well, I hope you found that helpful. If you did, do make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you're the first to hear about any other tutorials that I put up. All my videos are to do with home recording, setting up on your computer and all that sort of thing. So if you found this one helpful, hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of my videos too. And if there's anything that you want to know, make sure you put a comment below so that I know the kind of things you want to know about and so I can make more videos that help you. Thank you for watching.